Good day, everybody. So today we're going to do the fourth lesson under fractions. And this lesson we call percentages. Right. So, what is a percentage? A percentage is a special fraction with a denominator always of 100. So this means that the whole is always divided into 100 equal parts. Remember, way back in the first or the second lesson, we discussed this equal fractions. So in this one, the whole is always divided into 100 equal parts, right? So the sign percentage is used to indicate the denominator, that the denominator is 100. Okay, so if you get 33%, you know that you write it as a fraction 33 over 100. Let's just check what we've just read. The denominator is 100. The percentage sign is always the indicator that the denominator is 100. So if you get 100%, so it is 100 over 100. And if we get 50%, and that obviously equals to 1, right? 50% is 50 over 100. And if we simplify it, it is 1 over 2. So 25% is 25 over 100. And if we simplify it, it is a quarter. 10% is 10 over 100. And if we simplify it, it is 1 over 10. And 5% is 5 over 100. And if we simplify that, it is 1 over 20. Cool. Right. So percentages are often used to compare measurements, right? So often in class, you would like to know if your achievement is better, if you got 15 out of 50 for a test or 8 out of 25. So now you can easily work that out, right? First, what do? We convert the fractions to its equivalent form with a denominator of 100. Okay, so 15 out of 50 is equal, so how do we get 50 to 100? We times it by 2, we times it by 2, so it is 30 over 100. So in actual fact, you got 30% for that test. So if you got 8 out of 25, to get 25 to 100, we must multiply the bottom by 4 and the top by 4. So in actual fact, you got 32 over 100 or 32% for that test. Therefore, achieving 8 out of 25 for a test is better than 15 out of 50. Okay, right, let's do another one. The percentage form of a fraction can easily be calculated by multiplying the fraction by 100. Okay, so here's an example. 32 over 40 times 100 over 1. If we multiply that, so now you know this cross cancellation, I just want you to remind you that makes the calculation so much easier. So you can see you can scratch the 0 and that 0. So you can say 32 times 10 is 320 over 4, and that gives us 80%. Okay, so 12 over 30 times 100 over 1, so we do exactly the same. So it is 120 over 3, so it is 40%. If you don't follow, especially if you don't follow with the cross cancellation, please pause and then just look and see that you understand what I've done, because it makes calculation just so much easier. Okay, right. So let's do another example. So when calculating a percentage of a whole number, we first convert the percentage to its fraction form and then multiply it by the whole number. What am I saying? if we have to work out 20% of 80, yes, so we're going to say 20% of 80. So 20%, if you refer to this one, can you see? So 20% is actually 20 over 100 times 80 over 1. And that will give us, let's see if you can follow this. So we're going to divide 20 into 100 is 1 and 5. So it is a fifth times 80 over 1. And if we work this one out further, we see that our answer is 16. So the answer to the question of 20% of 80, the answer is 16. Okay, right. Let's do another one. Now you want to know whether you're actually improved or not. So calculate the percentage increase or decrease of a whole number in the following way. Okay, so if you go from 20 to 60, so you want to know whether what the percentage increase there was, right? So the difference from 20 to 60 is 40. You can all see that, right? 20 plus 40 will give us 60. That is how we always check. Okay, so we put 40 over 20 because there's 40 times bigger than 20. So 40 over 20 times 100 over 1. And that now let's do again, 0, 0, 40 times 10 is 400 over 2 is 200%. So the percentage increase is 200% from 20 to 60. Cool. So if you got 20 for a task and then 60, you had a 200% increase. Okay. So now there's a decrease from 40 to 32. So the difference is 40 minus 32 equals 8. So it's 8 times smaller than 40. So 8 over 40 times 100 over 1. And again, we're going to do this. Cross cancellation. 8 times 10 is 80 over 4. And that is 20%. So the percentage decrease was 20%. Please pause, make sure that you understand, because the problem always comes in this fraction. So make sure that you understand that if there's an increase from 20 to 60, you find out the difference from 60 to minus 20 is 40. But it is 40 times bigger than the initial. So it's 40 over 20, then times 100 over 1. And it's 8 times smaller than the initial. So it's 8 over 40 times 100 to work out the decrease. Cool. Right. Let's do a few calculations. Now the same story. We're going to pause. You're going to do it. And then we're going to do it together. Right, cool. They ask us to convert the following percentages into common fractions. Now that is easy, okay? I hope you all got this correct. So 12 over 100. And remember, we must always put it in its simplest form. So can 12 over 100 be made smaller? Let's see. We can go 6 over 50. Can we still go smaller? We can go 3 over 25. Now we can do 1 over 5. Okay. And 55% is 55 over 100. Is this in its smallest form? Oh, cook. 55 over 100. Is this in its smallest form? I think a 5 and a 0, and that's always telling us something, right? 5 can go into this 11, and 5 goes into this 20. And that is our answer. Okay. Congratulations if you got this one correct. Now they ask us, convert the following fractions into percentages, just the other way around. We're not scared, we've got this. So it's 24 over 75 times 100 over 1. Now, just pause here and see whether you can make this calculation easier for yourself with some cross cancellation. So I can see 25 can go here 3 times. 25 can go there 4 times. Are you with me? So then we can say 24, 3 can go into 24 8 times. So 8 times 4 equals 32%. I hope you all got that. If you didn't, stop and work it out. It's so much fun to play around with numbers like this. Let's do the other one. 16 over 20 times 100 over 1. Now that is easy. 20 goes into 105, and 5 times 16 is 80%. Well done, if you got that one right. Now they ask us, again one of those, which is a better achievement if you win 12 out of the last 20 soccer matches or 22 out of 40 soccer matches? So I hope you did, it's very similar to your test results, and I hope you managed to do this one correct, right? So what are we doing? We say 12 out of 20 times 100 over 1. And then here we've got 22 over 40 times 100 over 1. So let's see what are we getting here. That's easy. 20 go into 105. 5 times 12 is 60%. Here, a little bit more tricky. We make this 20. We make this 50. 20. We make 20, 50. Can we do anything else here? Can we go 0, 0? So we can say 2 goes into 22, 11. Can you see how fun this is? So it is 11 times 5 equals 55%. So now what is your answer? What is better? To win 12 out of the last 20 soccer matches or 22 out of 40 soccer matches? So you're going to write it is better, because remember it's a word problem. You're going to write it is better to win 12 out of 20 soccer matches. Well done if you got this one correct. So we've got another page. John invested 1,000 rand, and by the end of the year he earned 50 rand interest. By what percentage did his investment grow? Now just pause. It's not so difficult. It's actually quite easy. Just read it again. John invested 1,000 rand, and at the end of the year he earned 50 rand interest. By what percentage did it go? So it was 50 over 1,000 times 100 over 1. So we can easily work this one out, and we see it grew by 5%. Okay, so there's our 3 zeros, there's our 3 zeros, so we left with 5%. So by what percentage did his investment grow? His investment grew by 5%. Please remember to always write that out. Okay. Now, calculate the percentage increase and decrease. Remember, we did that, and if you're not sure, I hope you went back to the previous slide. Calculate the percentage increase or decrease of the following whole numbers. So if a number goes from 100 to 120, so it's 100 to 120, The difference is 20. We put it over the 100 times 100 over 1. So what is our answer? 20%. So there was a 20%, but now you must say increase or decrease. 100 to 120, 20% increase. Remember, it's important to add that. Now it went from 50 to 38, so it's 50 minus 38, and that equals 12. So it's 12 over 50 times 100 over 1. 50 goes there twice. 2 times 12 is 24% decrease. This is very important. Remember, I even wrote it at the bottom. Your answer must indicate whether it's an increase or a decrease. And that's the end of our lesson today. I really hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.